What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I'm back. Another video tonight, Sunday night. Yes. And this is my review of Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. This is episode 3 of the first season. And I'm loving this show so far. And tonight's episode is titled Stick and Move. These characters on here are just, they cold. I'm telling you, it's a cold-hearted people. Anyway, before I get into that, y'all know how I do. I gotta say what's up to my people. You know, my subscribers and the people leaving comments down in the comment section, engaging with a brother. That's what we like over here. So shout outs to June BLC, Savannah Rivers Amore, Simply Be Yourself 100, who's been holding me down since I started with this channel. Shout outs to you. House of Sir James. I love that name. House of Sir James. I like that. R.C. Kroger, another one that's been holding me down, of course. Ative, Penny, and all the rest of you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And listen, all of you, I see y'all watching. I like y'all. I appreciate that y'all are helping this channel grow. Don't be shy. Go on down to the comment section and leave some comments about how you feel about this show. You know, long as it's respectful, though. We don't do the whole name calling. Don't go on there telling me how awful I am or whatever, how boring I am. You think I'm boring? You can keep it moving. But don't be rude. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, but y'all haven't been. Y'all haven't. And we don't do that. It's all love over here. But so, come on. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Go on and comment. And now let's get down to this episode, which is titled Stick and Move. Let me tell you, I got to say, I'm loving the actress playing Raquel, who's Kanan's mother, because she is cold. And we see why Kanan was so cold, because he comes from a cold family. Cold. Just completely cold. Now, he is still dealing with the death of his friend, D-Wiz. And the problem with that is his mother is responsible for D-Wiz's death. And this is the crazy thing, how this family can look in people's face when they are the cause of things, and they're just so cold. Like, I don't know, they just crazy. Same thing with Kanan. Kanan is all up in Davina's face, you know, because he likes her, but you killed her boyfriend. You see what I'm saying? They're just well written, because I'm like, this family is cold. So we see that him, dealing with that at the start of the episode. We see him looking at the funeral program of his friend. And we see that Rock, she's over here with the boy Symphony. And I believe someone said, I think Simply Be Yourself 100 said in the last video, that she doesn't trust Symphony. She thinks he's like an undercover cop or something. But in tonight's episode, we're learning he's just a college student that's getting it on with her, and they're enjoying each other, and she's feeling him. Now, the funny thing, I thought this was funny. He's in his underwear. He had to finish writing his paper or whatever. Kanan walks in. He's like, who are you? Who's this dude? And his mother's like, listen, you're going to respect him. That's my little piece right there. You're going to respect that. And then, Symphony understood. He was like, listen, I was his age before, and I would kind of be questioning something. I see a man in his underwear sitting here using his computer. She was like, no, that's my computer. And she even checked Symphony. She was like, don't tell me nothing about my son. Don't tell me how to. Nope, she's not having that. And that's the thing with her character, is she's cold. She loves her son. She loves her family. But she's about the bottom line. She's about the business, handling the business. And that's that. That's what she wants to do, is handle the business. And we see that tonight when we see her trying to strategically take down, what's his name? Nikki? What's his name? Niku or something like that. Niku. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm probably mispronouncing his name. Y'all can correct me. Niku or something like that. But she's trying to, was it Neek? It's Neek. She's trying to take down Neek. And we see her, she goes to this guy named Dean, who, pleasant surprise, played by the actor Lawrence Gillett Jr. Y'all remember him from The Wire? He was in like the first 2 seasons of The Wire. It was good to see him. I remember him from a movie called Straight Outta Brooklyn. I'm dating myself, I know, back in the day. So it was good to see him in this. He's like, okay, yeah, all right, cool, really cool, because he's a '90s fixture. Because I remember him from that movie Straight Outta Brooklyn, real old movie from the '90s. And anyway, he's telling her about, you're getting sloppy, this, that, and the third. She goes to Smurf, who I believe is Dean's bodyguard. She asks Smurf, she bribes him basically, give him this envelope of money, like, wouldn't you like to relocate? Just tell me Neek's. When is his drop going to be? Just tell me that. I said, what's she up to? What's she about to do? Is she going to ambush him? No, even worse. Her plan is to have the cops interrupt, catch them, doing the drop, and get his stuff. And that will get him, Neek, off the streets and just mess up his stuff. Get his drugs and all of that. I said, clever, clever, clever. So Raquel has a meeting with Detective Malcolm Howard, played by Omar Epps, and she's telling him, listen, don't you want to take him down? Now, see, he needs this because he just got chewed out. Him and his rookie partner got chewed out by the boss. Like, listen, people are dying. These young kids are dying out here in the streets. You got to bring me something. You ain't bringing me nothing. You got to bring me something. So we got to nail something. We need a bus. We need something. This little stuff, we need something. And we also learned in this episode that the detective was diagnosed with leukemia, cancer. And that was kind of sad. And we see his interaction with, I think he's a little bit in denial too. And I think that's going to make him even go more harder because he knows that he's practically sick and this could kill him. And we see his interaction with his partner, who's a rookie, and she tells him, she says, listen, I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. I'm tired of you. I'm sitting back being your little whatever. I'm no fool. And she thought she had him with what she was saying. He said, well, who are you other than someone who came from a family of cops, and you don't really want to do this? You want to be a nurse or a teacher or whatever, but you didn't know how to tell your family. Who are you? He kind of really got in her and made her reevaluate herself. But I think her standing up to him kind of made him respect her a little more, and then it kind of opened his eyes to what she was saying too. So while that's going on, like I said, Rock has given him the information so they could do this stakeout and catch Neek's people trying to make this transaction. And of course, they do it. They get it, which was very clever. She's clever. She's strategic and she's clever. She's very clever. But, Kanan, meanwhile, he wants to impress Davina because he sees that Davina, she's strolling around on this little pitiful, cheap stroller. That's like the $10 stroller, y'all. Pushing the baby who's supposed to be her baby sister, but is it me? Why I think that's her child. I don't know. I think that's, how they used to do sometimes. The kid was too young to have the child, so then they pretend that that's the sister and then the mother. I don't know. But I don't know why I keep feeling like that's actually her child. So she's pushing the stroller around. He sees her while he's at the trap house or whatever they call that. And he sees her, and basically she's selling tools just to get by, because they struggle. That's the struggle, selling her dad's old tools and things like that. So he goes and says, I need to make some money. So he tells his Uncle Marvin, who I think is the comic relief of this show. He's funny. He cracks me up. I like his character. And they cut a deal where he's like, listen, I'm going to let you, he says, listen, let me sell something. Because I'm tired of being in this little raggedy house over there, the crack house over there, just sitting. I need to be doing something. The stash house, that's what they call it. He said, let me do something. And he says, listen, I could put in a good word with my mother because she listens to me. And if you give me this, I'll put in a good word with my mom. And he said, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. Don't tell your mother about this. So he gives him some cocaine or whatever to sell. And, that's what Kanan's going to do so he can make some money. And we see him learning. He's still learning. So he can make some money so that he can impress Davina and give Davina some groceries and all of that, which he does. He ends up doing that. And his reward is a kiss from Davina. But it's still so cold, dude, because you're the man responsible for her boyfriend's death. And when she asked you the question about did you think D Wiz had something to do with it, you still lied. I said, he's just like his mother, just so cold. It's just, this family is something else, I'm telling you. Just completely cold. What else happened in this episode? Jukebox, a character that I'm really enjoying this character. She's tough. We're seeing her with her crew and the stolen goods, selling this, stealing the merchandise to sell the jackets and stuff on the street. And we saw her with her lesbian girlfriend, and you know, they're secret lovers. Oh yes, they are, tipping and dipping. And it was cute. It brought back memories. They went to the mall, and it was one of those where you could do your own music video, like karaoke, record your own karaoke performance. And they did I Only Think of You on 2 occasions, that's day and night. That was the jam right there by The Deal. Not The Deal. No, is that The Deal? Is that The Deal that's singing? And no, it's one of them groups that Babyface is involved in. I think that is The Deal. Yeah, that is The Deal. So anyway, Jukebox was a little shy at first singing the song, and then her little girlfriend, sang it with her. They sound great singing it, and encouraged her, and then she went off with her fellas to steal the merchandise so they could sell it, the old polo jackets and clothes like that. And then one of her crew members got caught stealing on the truck, and the security guard tried to stop him, and the guy beat him down, but then he was taking it too far, and Jukebox stopped him. And he said some little choice words to her, but you know, Jukebox is not one to play with. And, you know, she was like, you don't know where I'm from. And that was that scene. But I thought that was very interesting. Let's stay on Jukebox for a little bit. Jukebox takes the merchandise over to Kanan's house. And she's going to Kanan's room. And that's where Raquel is. And they have this interesting conversation. And she tells her, you know, they talking about, she said, wait, you got that glow. What's going on? And Jukebox is smiling, and she's saying, no, and so she asked her, Rock asked her, are you in love? I know, because I got someone special too. Now, here's my question, guys. Does she know that Jukebox, does Raquel know that Jukebox is gay? Does she know that? Because she didn't say, oh, a boy or anything. She just said, I know you have someone. And they never really got into it. I'm wondering if she knows. I don't think the dad knows. And we saw him snooping around in her room, and Kanan caught him in her room. And that was the scene, you know, where they had that conversation about Kanan needing help and needing the money, whatever. And we learned that Kanan and Jukebox, they exchanged house keys so they could be in each other's house. But her father ain't having that. He's like, no, give me that key. That's not happening. I thought that was funny. What else did we see tonight? I know I'm jumping around, but I'm going through the things that stuck out with me. But I thought it was clever how Raquel took down Neek for now by getting his territory, by getting him telling the police about his drop, where his location was going to be and all of that. I'm trying to think, there was something else. Oh, speaking of the drop, that funny scene where all the crew, Neek's crew was in the crew, were out in the car waiting for the guy to do the exchange, and Paul Abdul came on the radio, and he's like, nah, keep that Paul Abdul on. And it was what's that song? Rush, hush, hush, Harry, lover, come. It brings back such memories. I remember that song. So I was like, I remember that. And he was like, man, I don't want to hear no. One of them didn't want to hear the Paul Abdul. That was comic relief, hearing this tough guy, singing Paul Abdul, who was at that time pop star. You know, that's pop music. And, you know, these supposed to be hard dudes. That's why you can't stereotype, because, you know, everybody likes all types of music. So I thought that was fun. That was a funny, comical touch. And I'm liking that they're putting little touches like that in this show. And of course, like I said, they got busted. But the thing that got me the most, I would have to say, in tonight's episode, before I go into that, Marvin and the little white girl at the club, there seems to be a little romance there. She's feeling him, and she went down on him because she's like, listen, you were gentleman, you showed that you like me and all this other stuff. That was decent. We met another character, what was his name? was it Tony Camacho? He's like into music. We met him with Uncle Lulu and that situation. That was interesting. I think we'll get more on that about the whole studio and all that. And Lulu's girlfriend telling him, listen, you got talent too, and you need to utilize it other than just doing it with this whole drug stuff. That was interesting. But the most interesting thing tonight for me was when Rock and Kanan went over to D-Wiz's mom's house to console her and pray. And this woman knows damn well she is the one responsible for this boy being dead. And you go over there, sit with this mother and console her. And did y'all catch how she kissed Kanan's hand? She took Kanan's hand as he was crying and she kissed him and she gave him like this stare, like this is what we gotta do. I was like, cold. And now, you know, they should have played Paul Abdul's She's a Cold-Hearted Snake, because that would have fit appropriately because she's just cold. That was cold. I said, this family is crazy. And yeah, that's that. I thought tonight's episode had a slow pace, but it was good. It was really good. And I love the character development on this show. And I cannot wait for the next episode because I know Neek, I hope I'm saying these people's names right. I know Neek is like, no, I know that Raquel is behind this. I know he's coming with something, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen and how all of this is going to unfold. I'm enjoying this show. How about you? Tell me your thoughts down below. That's all I got for now, guys. Again, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, leave lots of comments. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I love the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.